Hey guys, this is Aegis, and this is Game 4 of the American Pro League Season 1 Grand Finals between NrG and Infinity 7. NrG's Listall is going to be spawning over here as the pink Zerg player. His opponent is going to be Infinity 7's Edge. So Edge here did use a nuclear missile earlier in this match. So we'll see if he is going to do it again. I really hope so. Edge over here as the red Terran player. Did I say that already? I'll pull up the production tab. This is Tal'Darim Altar, the Blizzard ladder version. So there are the rocks over here as well as the 2 gas. Some versions only have 1 gas. So our Zerg player is going to be scouting with his Overlord to the leftmost position in the top, so we will see him not find anything, and we'll be able to redirect those Overlords after he gets over there. A couple of drones, actually Overlord on the way for Listall right now. No drone trick for the moment. Overlord is popping out right now. Looks like a supply depot walling off at the front, so Edge is going to be going for his faster expansion. We'll see him do this with a barracks and a couple more barracks as well. Perhaps go for some Blue Flame Hellions. I'm really hoping to see it in this game. They're so much fun to watch. And no gas over here, so it does indicate that he will be going for that fast expansion. Drones now headed out about the map. 1 for scout and 1 to take the natural expansion. And there's the natural expansion coming up for our pink Zerg player. He's going to be scouting towards our Terran player now, and it looks like he will be able to see that there is no gas over here and will be able to deduct that there is an expansion coming up. So Listall will be able to take a even faster third, maybe even go for a double expand right off the bat. So we'll see what he decides to do. His spawning pool is now on the way. A couple of drones going to be popping out right now. Spawning pool 20% done. Overlord going to be parking over the natural expansion just in case there's any sort of bunker business going on over here where the Marines can easily retreat to. And here comes Edge's SCV. We'll see the natural expansion and continue scouting in here. He was actually queued just to check here and then back up. So if Listall is going for some sort of all-in cheese, he wouldn't have scouted it. And Edge's SCV gets in here, sees everything that's going on, and will be retreating. Spawning pool now finishing up. Double queens should soon be on the way. Edge is taking his natural expansion and 1 gas right now. Supply depot popping up in the back of his mineral line over here. SCV will be getting away. A couple of hits off. 1 Marine over here guarding the Xel'Naga watchtower. 6 Zerglings on the way for Listall, so he's looks like he's not going to be playing too hard of a macro game, getting a couple extra Zerglings out at the beginning of the match to be able to help him defend against any sort of Marines running in here. But he should know that there is a natural expansion on the way, so there's not much that our Terran player can do in terms of pressure as of this moment. He's going to be throwing down those second and third barracks in just a moment. There they are coming up at the front, going to be walling this off, preventing the Zerglings from being able to run in here. Zergling pack is out and about on the field now, going to be able to pick off any sort of stray Terran units, but there's no such thing on the field. So creep tumors now spreading out for Listall. A couple more drones in the production queue. Another queen is coming up. Orbital command at the natural expansion is about to finish. Metabolic boost is on the way for Listall. And both players just gearing up for the mid-game right now. A couple of Zerglings parked at the Xel'Naga watchtower will be seeking out any sort of SCVs, trying to do some scouting, prevent them from seeing much. As of this point, I think it would be a good idea for Listall to actually take a fast third base, but it looks like he's not going to be going for that. More drones coming out. Does have 300 minerals at the ready, so we'll see if he decides to do that real soon. And it looks like he's going for a fast lair. It's coming up right now. Perhaps going for some faster Mutalisks. We'll see if he takes all of the gas right now. A second gas coming up at the main. And still no gas at the natural expansion, so we'll see what he decides to do. Reactor coming up for Infinity 7's Edge, as well as the combat shield here. In the main, we have a factory with a reactor and a starport coming up, so he will be going for those medevacs. A couple of Zerglings nibbling it away at the rocks over here. I wouldn't actually mind it if he just took a base over here and took this as his 4th. Couple more, a lot more drones coming out right now. 6 drones at a time. It looks like a Baneling's nest coming up as well. Scan going down. Doesn't see too much. It does see the lair on the way. Where's that Baneling's nest? It's over here at the natural expansion. Combat Shield now finishing up, grabbing the double gas at the natural expansion as well. The 2 queens at the natural expansion going to be able to do extra larva vomits. Looks like one Overlord over here trying to get picked off by Infinity 7's Edge. It looks like he will get it. There's a Marine in the bushes over here. We'll be able to take that Overlord down. Overlord explodes in a ball of blood. And the Zerglings still nibbling away at those rocks. I guess they're going to have an extended lunch break today. The rocks don't taste very good, so it's going to take some time. Infestation Pit on the way for Listall, so he's going to be going for faster infestors in this game. We'll see if he's able to defend against the impending push of Marines, Medivacs, and perhaps a Siege Tank or 2, maybe some Hellions as well. Zergling's going to be scooting out across the map once again. Baneling speed is on the way as well. Infestation Pit is finishing up. Stimpack is also on the way. It's going to be so close that Stimpack is going to finish just as Infestors are going to be out on the field and gathering some energy. Stimpack, it does have 100 minerals, 100 seconds left. A drop headed towards the main and a drop headed towards the natural expansion. Looks like 8 Marines being unloaded over here. The Zerglings responding very quickly to that one. We'll see how much damage this one does over here. Let's open the workers kill tab. Edge has killed 0 so far. Looks like they're really trying to do some damage over here. The Zerglings forcing a pickup. Looks like the natural over here going to continue getting harassed. 1 worker killed, 2 workers killed, but not too much. A couple of Zerglings trying to nibble away over there. Actually killing a bunch of units here, lifting up the last few Marines and going to be escaping out of here. 1 Marine getting left behind. A lot of blood over here, lots of Zerglings and Marines. Looks like the Stimpack upgrade is finishing up, and the pathogen glands and a couple of infestors will be popping out just in time as well. Looks like another drop into the natural expansion over here. 6 workers killed so far. Still not that much damage, but it looks like the push is going to be on the way real soon. Seashek is on the way. A couple of Zerglings on the way as well. 18 Zerglings, 2 infestors here gathering energy for that fungal growth. Unfortunately, they finished right before that upgrade, so they don't have the energy at the ready. Seashank's popping out for Edge. He's got a couple additional production facilities over here, a factory and a barracks. Seashek is almost finished. Infantry weapons level 1 on the way. The 3rd expansion going to get taken real soon as well. A couple of Marines getting unloaded over here. Where's that medevac going? I guess that it's headed home. It doesn't want to hang out over here anymore. Listo over here getting just enough energy for those fungal growths. 3 more infestors going to be popping out right now. We'll be able to help him take out the impending push of Marines and tanks. We'll see when he decides to do that. More reactors coming up for Edge on these barracks. The 2nd factory is now complete. Seashanks popping out over here. 3rd base getting taken by Listall. This is a little bit late, but he was dealing with that harassment from the Terran army. He's got 5 infestors out in the field right now. More Zerglings popping out. Double Evo chamber on the way. And finishing up right now, we'll be able to start those double upgrades. Terran army is gathering his forces. He's getting a planetary fortress at his 3rd. Also throwing down a missile turret. He's got a single Zergling over here trying to poke away at that SCV. It was unable to take him out. Looks like we've got a little push over here. A couple of infestors as well as a bunch of Zerglings headed in here. I think this may be a mistake. The Seashanks and the Marines are at the ready. Zerglings running in here. Planetary fortress is already done. It looks like the Zerglings getting completely obliterated before running out of there. A ton of Zerglings getting killed off. Edge is ahead at 136 food to the 84 food of Listall. So, oh man, Zerglings coming over here, going to be able to pick off a couple of stray Marines. 3rd base does come up, making 5 drones right now. I think this may be a mistake. The Terran army is headed towards his base. A couple of SCVs along for the ride as well. Possibly sieging the low ground over here, taking out the 2 spine crawlers and forcing all the drones off of mining a single Viking in the air as well. 0 kills on it, but it's trying to take out as many Overlords as possible. Looks like it will come in here. See nothing, and the Infestors over here are going to be advancing forward. A nice spread on those Marines, preventing the fungal growths from being as effective as they could be. A load up of a medevac going to be elevating to the high ground. Does spot for that Sea Shank to that high ground. A scan going down, going to be cleaning up all of those creep tumors. Very nice spread on those Sea Shanks over here. The natural expansion getting rained down the fire. 15 drone kills already for Edge, and the Marines over here getting fungal growth. Listal is binding his time with his army. A couple of Marines over here going to be taking out a couple of Overlords. Edge going to get his Marines taken out over here. The fungal growths from those Infestors are so good, and the natural expansion getting so many Sea Shanks just pounding away over here. It's going to be so hard to produce those units, and the drones sitting idle. Going to go mine over at the third base. The natural expansion will be falling real soon. There's just not that many units out on the field for Listal. He's trying to take another base over here. He's got so much gas in the bank, he needs to spend that on as many Infestors as possible, but it's just looking really grim. The third base is already mining so much for Edge, and he's approaching max. He's got a huge Sea Shank spread over here. The +1/+1 on the way for those Zerglings. 1-0 for the Marines. Soon to be 2-0. More Sea Shanks coming out. 3 expansions on the way at a time for Infinity 7's Edge. It's going to be so hard for our Zerg player to be able to get back into this game. He's sending his Zerglings over here to cut off any reinforcements, but there's none on the way because Edge is max. More drop into the main. Looks like we've got the Marines and one single Sea Shank going to be headed over here. Stim going down, going to be able to take out some more Zerglings. Looks like that this may not even get cleaned up. Looks like the Stim going to be able to re-stim, cleaning up those Zerglings. Listal falling to 78 food. And it looks like all the Sea Shanks unsieging now, going to be moving forward. Sea Shanks over here, actually the Marines here cleaning up the third base. GG from Listal, and this game goes to Infinity 7's Edge. It is now 3-1 in favor of Infinity 7. So NrG has got to win this next game, Game 5, to be able to stay in this match. We're going to be headed to Game 5.